What's going on, everyone? Dr. Jake here again with Olson Family Chiropractic. And in the midst of this COVID-19 pandemic that we're experiencing, I want to be able to talk to you guys today about our immune system. And we're going to be talking about two supplements, two for adults and two for kids, that are my absolute favorite recommendations that we can be taking to help support our bodies as much as we possibly can. Since I have a 2-year-old at home right now, we're going to be talking about what we can do for our peds or for our little peelers first. The two most popular things that I recommend for mom and dads out there to give their children are, this is Nutridyne Suppies brand, is a probiotic, and then we're also going to be recommending the immunity that we have here. And that is a proprietary blend of baker's yeast. So why we're talking about probiotics is that if you've heard me on different videos or other videos, I have stated and we've talked about how 80% of our immune system comes from our gut. And the reason why is that we just have loads of bacteria that are there, and that is usually the first portal of entry that we can have for anything to get into our system. So we want to make sure that that is really, really strong down there. And we want to be able to give our bodies something that's going to support what's going on. So why we take probiotics is that you can think about that as a way of like the fertilizer for your lawn, or something that's going to help things grow in a good way. What baker's yeast does is that has been proven to show in clinical studies that kids that are taking that have a 60% reduction in upper respiratory tract infections. So when we look at COVID-19, as it stands right now, the best knowledge that we have is that it doesn't affect the immunosuppressed, immunocompromised, as well as the elderly population, but we are starting to see that younger people are susceptible to COVID-19 as well. So giving our kids something that we can do to be able to help support them as much as possible is greatly ideal. And why we have those two things here and why I recommend that to our patients is because both of those are in chewable form. So the probiotic comes in grape, our immunity comes in lemon. Daniel loves both. He actually tries to have more than one. He tries to eat them down like candy, and it's supporting him. When it comes to us as adults, I recommend the two easiest things that we can be taking is vitamin D and probiotics. And again, just like our kiddos, for us, it all stands the same. 80% of our immune system is still in our gut as well. So we want to be able to do something to help support that. Now, when it comes to adults, we have multiple lines that we have here. So we can do defense, so we can work on building that gut biome. We can have a multi-strain that's going to support the gut biome. Or we actually have a spore base, which is a different bacteria encapsulated form of probiotic that has been shown to be the best thing for air ingested or this COVID-19 specific strand. Not necessarily COVID itself, but virus type attacks. The next thing that we're going to talk about is vitamin D, and why I always talk about vitamin D, especially in this time with COVID-19, but really at all types of the day, is because we live in Minnesota. In Minnesota, a lot of us have Northern European descent, but we live in a place where we don't see the sun a whole lot. As I'm talking to you guys right now, it's currently snowing outside in the beginning parts of April, and that's the reality of what we have here living in the northern portion of America. Vitamin D comes from the sun, and we're able to activate that. And vitamin D has so many benefits, what we all know about is that it helps support bone growth, and it helps our body absorb bone minerals. Not only that, but it also helps our stomach and our immune system take in a lot of other minerals. So when it comes to the immune system specifically, if we look at all of the different types of cells that are in our immune system to support our bodies, they all have vitamin D receptors. So clinical studies show that deficiency or a decrease in vitamin D can actually lead to a susceptibility of infections and can have a negative effect on us. And the wonderful thing about vitamin D is that it's really affordable. It's one of the cheaper supplementations to take, and so it's something that all of us should be taking because we're just not getting it here. As always, guys, I hope that you got something from this video. If you want to learn more, below here there's a button that you can click on that will say message us, and that will get you in contact with myself or one other person of our team, so that way we can get back to you. If you want to learn more or you want to know about how to get some of this stuff, you can click on the form, and that will give you a lead to our new patient special, in which case we can serve you in the office directly. Guys, like anything else when it comes to the coronavirus, or it comes to where our world is at today, just know that we are all in this together, and we want to be here at Olson Family to be a resource to all of you at whatever capacity that looks like. So if you have any questions at all, please just reach out. I hope that you guys are safe, healthy, and having a wonderful day.